This video is based on the technical analysis of Nedbank, and as you guys know, Nedbank is listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, which is in South Africa. And yeah, without wasting any further time, guys, let's get straight into the actual technical analysis. And at this point in time, we find ourselves on the monthly chart of Nedbank. And in regards to the monthly chart, we can see that at this point in time, the market has been playing around in a specific area, which is over here, right? Where, as I've said, it's been moving rather sideways. And what this means is that a breakout is imminent. We're either going to see a breakout to the bottom side or to the upside. But at this point in time, based on how the market looks and how price action has structured itself, it seems as though we may see price actually break to the bottom side and actually move further down. Why do I say so? That is because, guys, if you were to look at this area over here, you would see that the market is at a very strong level of resistance. And to add to that, we had also had this overextended double top over here. And you guys know that whenever we have these patterns, such as this double top over here, we want to see price actually sufficiently closing below the neckline, heading back up to the neckline to give it a test. And where we have that neckline is where we look for further sell opportunities, especially if the neckline aligns with any key numbers that we have in regards to the Fibonacci retracement tool. And that's exactly what happened here, guys, where we saw the market giving us this overextended M structure or double top, breaking sufficiently below the neckline, and then in the future coming back to the neckline to give it a test. And at this point, in my very, very humble opinion, I would say we should be looking for those potential sell opportunities. And as I said, especially if the level aligns with any key numbers that we have in regards to the Fibonacci retracement tool, right? However, before we sell, or rather before I sell, or rather wait for price to actually close sufficiently below the neckline of this triple top as well. And once that happens, again, I would wait for price to head back to the neckline to give it a test. And at that level is where I would look for further sell opportunities. And if I do indeed find any good ones at this point, I, I would hold up until the price reaches around this level. Why do I say this level? That is because as much as we had a triple top over here, just also bear in mind that the market has also given us what seems to be an overextended W structure over there, or double bottom. And again, it is an overextended double bottom or W structure because that first leg is much lower than the second leg, right? And just like with M structures, whenever we have these patterns, guys, remember, we want to see the market actually closing sufficiently above the neckline, and then in future come back to the neckline to give it a test. And the neckline is yet to be tested, and we may potentially see price come back to this level to test it. And at this point, we may then again see the market move further up, right? And as much as I'm saying that the market may move to this level, and at this level we may potentially see price move up, just note that whenever we have these double structures or double bottoms, what normally happens is that a lot of traders and investors actually buy on the second leg of that structure, right? And they place their stop losses just below. So what am I saying? What I'm saying, in other words, is that we have a lot of stop losses within this region over here, right? And that is because, as I said, guys, people buy here and they place their stop losses just below. So it is quite possible that, as much as I'm saying that we may see price only head down to around this level, right? It may actually push further down to grab all of those stop losses that are located here, and then at this point move further up, and this would then give us this huge W structure. I hope you guys can see that, or double bottom. And guys, what I'm doing at this point in time is just speculating. I'm not necessarily saying that the market will unravel or follow exactly what I've just said. I'm just showing you what may possibly happen. And in as far as buying or selling at this point in time, myself, I would rather actually wait for price to close, as I said, sufficiently below the neckline over here of this triple top, and then again for it to head back to this level. And at this point is where I would sell, and my take profit would be here. And between here and here is where I would then look for those potential buy opportunities. And in closing, one last thing, just remember that when it comes to the investing in of shares and stuff, it's very much important for you guys to also look at the environment in terms of what's happening. You need to look at the news, look at the company as well in terms of their statements and income um, documents and so forth. look at what they're doing technologically, look at what's happening legally, and so forth, right? So that you can make informed buying and or selling decisions, right? Anyway, that's my analysis at this point in time. I would rather wait for price, as I said, to close below that neckline. And if I do sell, my take profit would be here. And between here and here is where I would look for those potential buy opportunities.